First thing we're gonna do is apply some primer. This is the Cooling Primer Stick from BLK Cosmetics. They did a collab with Bretman Rock, and I really love the cooling aspect to this. And I'm just gonna apply it all over my face. I'm gonna use my fingers to spread it out. Earlier this morning, I already applied my hypochlorous acid spray and my SPF. Next up, I'm gonna use this Get Ready With Me Peach Corrector, and I was fully influenced to get this by another influencer. I'll add a clip of her right now, and basically I just watched one of her makeup tutorials to figure out what kind of makeup I wanted to buy in the Philippines. So I'm just gonna apply this on some hyperpigmentation, which mainly is around my cheeks and then also under my eyes. One thing that I remember people saying as a makeup tip was to leave face products on your face for a few seconds to let it set, like concealer and things like this, like peach corrector. And another tip that someone mentioned, I feel like I saw this on TikTok, but you're supposed to apply under eye concealer or peach corrector under your eye, like further away from it, so that you can blend upwards so that it doesn't look cakey closer to your eye. I don't know if you can tell, but it's on there. Then we're gonna take the Happy Skin X Marj mini brush set, and we're gonna take the concealer brush and then just blend out the peach corrector. I don't know if I put too much, but that's what it's looking like. So far, I really like the consistency of the peach corrector, and this is my first time using a peach corrector. In a moment, we're gonna apply some bronzy drops to match the color of my face to the color of my body, because my body is more tan than my face. But I like the peach corrector as a replacement for concealer underneath the bronzy drops, and you'll see it in a second, but I feel like I don't need to apply concealer when I'm using the bronzy drops, especially with the peach corrector on, because it just kind of blends in together. It's kind of like dabbing under my eye and all the other places that I applied the peach corrector. Try to just put the smallest amount because I feel like I have a heavy hand. Also, I'm just super new to makeup, so I don't really know what I'm doing, and I feel like less is more, especially because I like to go for a more minimal look anyways. Now, this is the part where I get kind of confused. Normally, people will say, like, apply your concealer and then your foundation, but I'm not using foundation, but I am using a face bronzer product, which is the Bronzi Drops. So I kind of am like playing around between which product to apply first. So right now, I'll just apply the Bronzi Drops and then go in with under eye brightening concealer. So this is the only like non-Filipino branded makeup product that I'm going to be using, and it's the Drunk Elephant Bronzy Drops. I love this stuff. This is my third bottle. I actually just finished 2 bottles prior to this one with the old packaging, so I got it a long time ago and I really liked it, and I love using it in the summer so that I can match the skin tone of my face to my body. I miss the old packaging so much because you kind of just pump it and you get the perfect amount, but with this you have to squeeze it, and I don't know if I was supposed to shake it actually. I shook it a little bit, and I'm just gonna apply some on the back of my hand. I feel like maybe that's a good amount, and then I kind of just like dot it everywhere on my face. I think I'm gonna need some more. I've gotten pretty tan from hanging out at the beach quite a bit. I don't have a rhyme or reason as to the product placement. I kind of just put it wherever I feel like it. I used to mix up these bronzy drops with my SPF or moisturizer, but now I apply it sort of like foundation. Okay, this is the placement of the Bronzi drops. It really doesn't matter. I don't know why I even apply it like this because I'm just going to blend it all out as if it was foundation, and it's not really going to look like bronzer or contour. I just want it to kind of blend all around my skin. And then I'm going to take this e.l.f. Kabuki brush. I believe it's e.l.f. The labeling has already faded away, but this was most likely my sister's. Prior to having my own makeup, I would just take things from my sister and use them as my own. I would just pick and choose and basically shop her makeup collection. So just kind of blend over the peach corrector as well. Also try to blend down my neck. As you can see, the peach corrector pretty much blended in with the Bronzi drops. Now we're going to go in with the Sunnies Face Brightening Under Eye Concealer. Again, I'm going to do that little trick where you apply it a little bit further away from the eye itself. That's supposed to make it look less cakey, and you can blend the product upward. And then I also see people apply it like at the corner, outer corner of their eye to kind of lift up the eye a little. So kind of like that. I'm not too sure if I am doing this right. So I got the shade Pebble, and I'm honestly so confused what my undertone is. I think it's warm because my veins are green, but I'm not 100%. I think maybe some days I might look neutral, some days I'm warm, but I don't really think I am cool. I don't know. But that's the one thing that was kind of hard for me when purchasing makeup, especially concealer or any kind of face product. I just really wasn't sure what my undertone was. So I just kind of got a bunch of random things when I purchased makeup in the Philippines. But I mainly only just got concealer because I don't normally like to wear foundation or even skin tints. So we're going to take the same mini concealer brush and just blend out the under eye concealer using that same sort of technique where I'm just kind of like patting the product in and then going upward. I sound like I know what I'm doing, but please leave comments on techniques and tips and just anything to help me out because I'm so new to this makeup world. I wouldn't say I'm like completely oblivious, but when it comes to doing makeup on myself, I really just don't know. I don't know what products look good on me or what products are really gonna help with my skin type. I know sort of like the makeup basics because my sister would do my makeup, so kind of understood what that entails, but I really am not familiar with doing makeup on myself. But I've been having a lot of fun like figuring this out and trying out the makeup products that I bought from the Philippines. Okay, the next thing I want to do is my eyebrows. I actually bleached my brows recently because I dyed my hair as well. So I have this brow gel from Nichido. I think that's how you pronounce it, but it's in the shade Brunette. So I think it's perfect with my bleached brows and my dyed hair. I purchased 3 brow gels from the Philippines, but I actually really like this one. So we're just gonna start at the ends. I don't know if that picked up. My brows have grown a bit, so they are a little bushy and uneven, but it's hard to tell because, like I said, I bleached them. So now they are this lighter brown color, which I think goes really well with this brow gel. I also don't even know if I apply brow gel on correctly because sometimes, like I said, I have a heavy hand and there's just so much product that gets on my eyebrow. Hopefully you can see my brows better. Okay, this is the tricky part. I have such a hard time with eyeliner, and I'm using the Issy Gel Pencil Extreme in the shade Diva. I love this product because it has a brush at the end of it, and I think that's just so convenient and so cool. A lot of people were raving about this because they use it for their lips too, like a lip liner. They use it for fake freckles. So I just wanted like a multi-functional product. So I'm just gonna try to do like a little bit of a wing, but I have such a hard time doing this. This is definitely the hardest part of doing my makeup. I just start from like the middle towards the outer edge of my eye, and then I try to create like a little bit of a wing. I will use the brush end to kind of flick it out. You can see it right here, but it looks a little different from this one. Again, if you have tips, let me know. I'm gonna try to blend it out or like flick it out. Like I'm trying to flick it out with the brush, but I'm not really sure how to do that properly without removing it. Let's take a break and let's actually do our cheeks for blush. I'm using this BLK Cosmetics Creamy All Over Paint in Reef, and I'm just gonna directly apply it on my cheeks. Here, and then here. I'm gonna take the cream cheek blush brush and just blend away. Just apply a little bit on the nose. Okay, we're gonna apply it a little bit more, and I kind of want to use some of the product on my eyelid. I'm gonna use this Real Techniques brush that I got from my sister and just blend out the product on my eyelid. See, this is the part I always forget about because I already applied the eyeliner. I feel like I'm having such a hard time with the eyeliner. Guys, I seriously need help on how to apply eyeliner. I don't know if I should be using gel liner or liquid liner. Time to curl the lashes. We are going to be using a Lash Love by Coloruette. This is their Life Proof Mascara. So I really like the wand. It's kind of curved. I like the natural look that this mascara gives. It's not dramatic at all. Then we're going to take the Get Ready With Me Bright and Pink Loose Powder. I'm going to take the Happy Skin X Marj Mini Setting Brush. I'm just going to get a little bit of powder on the brush and then apply it under the eyes where we applied the Peach Corrector and the Brightening Concealer. I don't want to apply too much because I feel like it gets kind of cakey. And again, I don't really know what the hell I'm doing, so please correct me if you have any tips. I feel like I definitely didn't need to buy like powder and stuff like that, especially as a dry girly. But I just kind of wanted to play around with the makeup and see what that would look like. Like, I don't really know how to feel about this, which is why I'm just like testing out whatever. Now we're gonna do my favorite part, which are the lippies. So here are some of our options today. I have been loving the Sunnies Face Lip Tracer in the shade Caffeine. And then on top of that, we might go for the Detail Lip Luster in Gelato or the Popic Multi-Peptide Lip Balm in Coastal Cutie or the Issy Hydragloss in Fudge. I love the Sunnies Lip Tracer because it has a brush at the end of it as well, but it's a traditional lip pencil, so it looks like this, but I love that it has a little brush at the end to blend it out. I love how easy it is to apply. It just kind of glides on. We're going to use the brush end to kind of blend out the lines. So this is what it looks like after I blended it out a bit. I think I want to go with the Issy Hydragloss in Fudge. And this is also going to blend out any harsh lines. And that's what it looks like. Found like some cheese on my cardigan. I think it's cheese, but I have no idea where. Is it cheese? I have no idea where this came from. It's some orange substance. But anywho. But yeah, Filipino makeup just amazes me because it performs really well. I find it to be very affordable, and I think the packaging is adorable. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. I'm already here saying goodbye, but I forgot to apply the Sunnies Face setting spray. This is the Skin So Good setting spray, and we're just gonna spritz it on my face.
Oh. I thought I could have some setting spray when you're done.
Okay. It kind of has like a plasticky scent, to be honest, but a lot of people did rave about this, so I'm not sure. Am I supposed to shake this or something? Anyways, now we're done with the makeup.